Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to see how to control RGB LED WS2812B with the help of Raspberry Pi Pico. Okay friends, we are going to install here a circuit Python on our Raspberry Pi Pico. Then after we are going to control the WS2812B RGB LED strip with the help of Raspberry Pi Pico. Okay friends, so before we move to our practical friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you. So let's start. So friends, as you can see, this is what our LED strip. So it's connected with our Pico board. As you can see, it's connected with our Pico board. Okay, and now first I'm going to explain you the pins. Okay, how to connect this strip with our Raspberry Pi Pico board. Okay, so friends, as you can see here, this RGB LED strip has three wires. Okay, the red one, the green one, and the white one. Okay, so red one is for the power cable. Okay, and green one is for the data cable, and white one is for the ground cable. Okay, so red one is power cable. The RGB LED strip needs a 5 volt. Okay, so we are going to connect this red wire with our Raspberry Pi Pico pin number 40. Okay, 40. So 40 pin is basically charged with the 5 volt. Okay, so we need to powering up our RGB LED strip. We need here a 5 volt. Okay, so connect the red one pin with the Raspberry Pi Pico board pin number 40. Okay, then the green one is for the data pin. So green one connect with the GPIO pins. Okay, so I am going to connect here the green one pin with GP0, the pin number 1. Okay, Raspberry Pi Pico pin number 1. As you can see, I have connect with the pin number 1. So pin number 1 is basically GPIO 0, and then last the ground pin goes with the ground. So I have connect the ground pin with pin number 23. Okay friends. So friends, as you can see, now we are going to connect our Pico board with our Raspberry Pi 4. So I have here a USB data cable. Okay, and now we are going to connect our cable with Pico. So simply first we need to hold this button. Okay, as you can see, the boot SEL. So just hold it, press like this way, connect the cable, and just unpress the button, and we will see the message on our Raspberry Pi 4 desktop screen. So as you can see friends, as soon as I have just connected the Pico board, as you can see, the removable medium is inserted. It means we have successfully connected our Pico board with our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay friends, now we are going to move on our desktop. So friends, as you can see, we are now on our Raspberry Pi 4 Raspbian OS desktop. Okay, and I have connect our Raspberry Pi Pico with our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, using USB cable. As you can see, the removable medium is inserted. This is what our Raspberry Pi Pico, the removable medium. Okay, if I open the folders, and here as you can see, the RPi-RP2. This is what our Raspberry Pi Pico. Okay, now simply what we want to do, we want to download the circuit Python UF2 file. Okay, so simply open the Chromium. Okay, and as you can see, the learn-adafruit.com. Okay, so I will mention this link, so you have to visit their link, and here as you can see, circuit Python quick start. So simply click on here, download the latest version of circuit Python for Raspberry Pi Pico from circuitpython.org. Simply click on here, it will download the UF2 file. Okay friends, as you can see here, download.uf2 now. Simply select it and it will download the file. As you can see, the file is downloaded. So I have already downloaded the file. Okay, so after that we need to move this file inside our Pico board. Okay, so simply what we want to do here, I am going to open the file manager, and this is what our board. Okay friends, go to the downloads, and here it is. As you can see, it's basically the double because I have already downloaded the one. Okay, so I am going to delete 1. Okay, so this is what our .uf2 file, Adafruit Circuit Python. Okay, now simply what we want to do, just copy it, open the RPI-RP2, and here simply paste. It will automatic disconnect it. Okay, as you can see, the file is now copying. As soon as the file copy inside our Pico, as you can see, the drive was removed, because it's automatic remove and it's automatic get connected. As you can see, the drive is now our inserted. Okay, so simply click on close, and if I open our file manager again, as you can see, the drive name is now changed. It shows here the circuit py. It means we have successfully insert our .uf2 file, the circuit python.uf2 file inside our Pico board. Okay, now we are ready and we are going to open our Thony Python IDE. Okay friends, so simply go to the menu session, programming, Thony Python IDE, and here we need to go inside the run, select interpreter, and we are going to select here circuit python generate. Okay, then inside the port session we are going to select Pico circuit python cdc control /dev/tty acm0, click on OK, and we will get our shell. As you can see, the Adafruit circuit python. Okay friends, so friends, we are ready, and now we first need here a NeoPixel library. Okay, Adafruit a NeoPixel library. So simply I am going to open the browser, and as you can see, Adafruit Circuit Python NeoPixel. This is what the GitHub repository. I will mention the link. Okay, you need to simply visit there, and after that scroll down here, scroll down and open the neopixel.py file. Simply click on it, open the file, and we need to copy the code. Okay friends, so we need copy it from here, the import sys. Okay, so simply copy it from import sys to end of the file or end of the code. Okay, simply code is ended here like this way. Copy the code and open your Thony Python IDE, go to the file, create new file, simply paste that code here. Okay friends, I'm going to again explain you what basically we want to do. We need here a neopixel.py file from Adafruit Circuit Python NeoPixel GitHub repository. Okay friends, so visit their link, I will mention the link. Okay, visit their GitHub link. Okay, after that scroll down, and here it is what the neopixel.py file. Simply open it, scroll down the file and copy it from import sys. Okay, we have to copy the code, so copy it from import sys to end of the code. So copy the code friends, and open your Thony Python IDE and just open the new file and paste that code. Okay, as you can see here, I have paste. Okay, and then we need to save the file, so we are going to save the file. Click on save circuit python device, and here we need to save the file name with neopixel.py. Okay, I have already saved the file. Okay, so simply I am going to again just select the file and click on OK. It will replace the file, or it will overwrite the file, because I have already saved the file with neopixel.py. Okay, so simply I am going to overwrite, click on yes. Now we are ready. We have now our neopixel.py file. Now we are going to use a NeoPixel module. Okay, so friends, first we need to import here a board. So import board, then import NeoPixel, import NeoPixel. Okay friends, now we are going to use here np is just a variable, so you can mention any variable. Np is variable, np is equal to neopixel dot neopixel. Okay, neopixel dot neopixel, then inside that bracket, now we are going to mention the bracket, and inside that bracket I am going to mention the GP0. Okay friends, this is what our Raspberry Pi Pico pins. Okay, I am going to mention this GP0 because I have connect our RGB LED strip data pin, the green one pin, green color pin with our Raspberry Pi Pico board pin number 1. The pin number 1 is GP0. So I have to mention here the pin, okay, means GP0. So like this way, board dot GP0. If you connect the green pin, means green color pin, with Raspberry Pi Pico GP1, suppose, so you have to mention here, of course, GP1. That's it. So I have connect with 0, so I am going to mention a GP0. Okay, that's it friends, it is simple. Then after, we need to mention here how much LED basically we have on our strip. So I have here a 60 LED strip, so I am going to mention 60. Okay, suppose if you have the 10 LEDs a strip, okay, so you have to mention the 10 LED. I have here a 60 LED strip, so I am going to mention a 60 LED. The range of LEDs is basically the 60, so mention that range, 60. Okay, then after friends, we are going to mention the brightness. So np dot brightness is equal to 0.5. okay, then we are going to mention np dot fill, and inside we are going to mention the tuple, and inside that we are going to mention the color R, G and B. R means red, G means green and B means blue. So which color basically I want right now? So I want a red color, so I am going to mention the first one. So first one is red, so R, another one is green, so 0, and last one is blue, R. The first one is R, G and B, means red, green and blue. So I want here only red color, so I am going to fill, or I am going to on just first one, 255. okay, and other two go just off, the 00. okay, now I have here a IP webcam friends. Okay, just a minute, I am going to on my IP webcam. Give me a minute friends. So friends, as you can see, this is what our RGB LED strip live, okay, which connect with our Raspberry Pi Pico board, and this is what our code. Okay, now simply I have to enter here, and as you can see, our RGB LED strips color with the red, because I have mentioned I want only a red color. So np.fill, the red one is on and another one is off. Now suppose if I want a blue color, so simply np.fill, the first one goes off and the last one, the blue one, I am going to mention a 255. okay, and run the code. Sorry friends, not run the code, I have to just mention enter here. As you can see, our strip is now blue. Okay, so if I want to go with green, then mention here 255, all other go 0 and just hit enter. As you can see, the strip is now green. So friends, this is the way we can control our RGB LED strip using CircuitPython NeoPixel library. Okay, now we are going to use here for loop. Okay, so I have already created the script. Okay, so inside the file, open CircuitPython device test.py. This is what the script. Okay, so I am going to make like this way, so this is what the script friends. Import board, import NeoPixel, import time, then np is variable, then board, gp0 is pin, and 16 is range of our LED, and np.brightness 0.5, and this is what the for loop. As you can see here, I will mention the script. Okay friends, and if I run the script, just a minute, if I run the script like this way, as you can see, our RGB LED strips, the RGB is basically the cycling. It's basically the blue. Okay friends, it goes here again, start with here. Okay, at the end come from there with the blue color, and it will go to the end. Okay friends, so I will mention this script. Okay, and you can basically develop with your own script using the Circuit Python NeoPixel library. Okay friends, I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.